Thank you so much. Peace, family. How's everyone feeling? Yay. It's a deep blessing to be able to share some poems with you to warm up this stage for my beloved big sister who will be doing the keynote. And the first piece that I'm going to do has a very special dedication. I want to send it out to all the human beings in the house tonight. Human beings, where we at? All right. There's a whole cluster of people who have apparently revoked their membership to the Homo sapien clan. It's all right, I understand. I know a lot of us are waiting for our fake IDs from the mycelial network and the trees. But for those of us spiritual beings having a human experience, this is a little bit about the human condition. I hope you can relate. I wonder if the sun debates dawn some mornings, not wanting to rise out of bed from under that down feather horizon. If the sky grows tired of being everywhere at once, adapting to the mood swings of the weather. If clouds drift off, trying to hold themselves together, make deals with gravity to loiter a little longer. I wonder if rain is scared of falling, if she has trouble letting go, if snowflakes get sick of being perfect all of the time. Each one trying to be, one of a kind. I wonder if stars wish upon themselves before they die. If they need to teach their young how to shine. I wonder if shadows long to just for once feel the sun. If they get lost in the shuffle, not knowing where they're from, I wonder if sunrise and sunset respect each other, even though they've never met. If storms have regrets, if volcanoes get stressed, if compost believes in life after death. I wonder if breath ever thinks of suicide. If the wind just wants to sit still sometimes and watch the world pass him by. If smoke was born knowing how to rise. If rainbows get shy backstage. Not sure if their colors match right. I wonder if lightning needs an alarm clock to know when to crack. If rivers ever stop and think of turning back. If streams meet the wrong sea and their whole lives run off track. I wonder if the snow wants to be black. If the soil thinks she's too dark. If butterflies want to cover up their marks. If rocks are self-conscious of their weight. If mountains are insecure of their strength. I wonder if waves get discouraged, crawling up the sand, only to be pulled back again to where they began. If land feels stepped upon, if sand feels insignificant, if trees need to question their lovers to know where they stand, if branches waver at the crossroads, unsure of which way to grow. If leaves understand they're replaceable and they still dance when the wind blows. I wonder where the moon goes when she is in hiding. I want to find her there and watch the ocean spin from a distance, listen to her stir in her sleep. Effort give way to existence. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful human beings. While I'm on this mic, I want to give a special shout out of gratitude to Julie Rawson and Jack Kittredge, who were some of the first people who taught me how to farm, and also some of the first people that heard me read poetry in the potato patch back in 2001. So thank y'all so much. NOFA in the house. So yeah, since then, continuing to whittle this tool of poetry of words as a force of anti-violence in creation. So I'm gonna do 2 more pieces for y'all. If I told you what I know, you would not believe me. So I will tell you what I do not know. I do not know how bad it will get before things get better. How many more we will lose to drought and flood, fire and famine, to mass incarceration, mass extinction, to hate crime and domestic violence, to the police, to TV and toxic food. How many more we will lose to pollution of our waterways and airwaves and bloodstreams, our livers and rivers and oceans and imaginations. How many to the war on terror and drugs and Crips and Bloods and thugs and babies and gays and immigrants and indigenous people and differently abled and madly genius and schizophrenically gifted. How many to the war on thinking and the war on love? How many to the lust for enough money to bribe God to turn the other way? If I told you what I know, love is stronger than hate. And truth is more enduring than any form that lies can take. If you are not willing to change, I know nothing will change. Life is teetering on the precipice of our willingness to let go of what is killing us and the earth's forgiveness for what we have spoiled. Regeneration is the natural order of existence. Destiny will give birth to itself, re-spiraling the cycle of the universe's chest rising with each breath. Will we be there to exhale? And right now, we need dream weavers, bridge builders, truth sayers, food growers, wound healers, trailblazers, life lovers, peace makers. Give what you most deeply desire to give. Every moment you are choosing to live or you are waiting. Why would a flower hesitate to open? Now is the only moment. Raindrop, let go. Become the ocean. Possibility is as wide as the space we create to hold it. Thank you. Thank y'all for hearing my words. I hope some aspect of them is medicine and inspiration for you tonight. I most often perform with my partner in rhyme, Alixa Garcia, who's not here tonight, but just gonna shout her out. We make up Climbing Poetry, and if you haven't seen us before, we are constantly moving around the world, really trying to share these words. So look out for Climbing Poetry, and I brought some of our books in case y'all want to take some of the words home. And I'll just close out with this short piece that's really dedicated to all of us in this room and all of us who chose to be alive right now in this time of great shifting with so much work to be done, and chose to be alive and be part of changing the story that we're walking into. Thank you. The stars have spent lifetimes trying to reach us with the message that our light can inspire solar systems if we let it shine, like the moon's reflection of her sons and daughters. Great-great-grandmothers and fathers foretold this time of great blessing and slaughter, where we decide between drought and drowning in water, or rising like mist from rivers toxic with dreams to be clouds that give birth to rainwater, fall pure to the earth to quench this thirst we've forgotten. Is the reason we struggle in this web that we're caught in. It's not a trap, but an intricate pattern, a labyrinth, a snowflake or crystal of water. But the concentric rings of a tree that still makes a sound long after it's fallen. In a forest that lived even if no one saw it, and fed the world its breath whether or not we applauded. One hand clapping sounds a lot like the rhythms we lost in generations who sang even as they departed. We paved concrete over the pores of the earth to make our lives harder and built buildings to scrape skies trying to get closer to God, but moved farther from the source that birthed the first light in the darkness. We stole from our mother and we continue to rob her for diamonds and gold, and our ancestors' bones disappeared from their coffins. But now we stand at the doorway. In the hallway, life brought us to this crossroads of lost hope and undeniable promise, where we choose between paths beyond rightness or wrongness that will lead to the brink of the planet's exhaustion or the age of compassion, where the meek become strongest and re-inherit this earth and redefine progress.